both camps.
You write down here.
Yeah, that equals.
You live.
So if there are two groups of people, and the two groups of people don't like one another, so this group don't like this group. They're very different. But you've got this one person who is popular with both groups. He's welcome in either group. He can move backwards and forwards between the groups.
So to have
a foot in both camps. A camp,
camp.
where someone is settled down, staying for the night. Okay. So that person could be a good mediator between the two groups. Someone that either group trusts to have a foot in both camps. Yeah. Whereas if another member turns up, likely to get punched.
So in Chinese, if describe the person, he dating one girl and secret dating another girl called one leg standard.
Righto.
Two boats, he standard separate.
So the boats represent the two women.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That is called two-timing somebody. Two-timing. So if that man is two-timing his girlfriend. So he's going out with someone else behind her back. That's called two-timing. He was two-timing me. If he's having sex with her, having sex with both of them, then they'd probably say he's being unfaithful. Unfaithful.
Husband.
If you are being unfaithful.
Unfaithful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to be unfaithful to your partner, you might be married, you might not, but it most likely means that you're in a sexual relationship. But if you're being unfaithful to that person, that means that you're having sex with somebody else.
Unfaithful, or called unfaithful.
That's being called unfaithful.
I wonder is loyalty with loyalty.
It's a form of disloyalty. If you are loyal to your partner in life, if you are being loyal to your partner, which is actually being called faithful to your partner, it means that you don't go off and have sex with someone else.
Faithful.
That's what faithful means. Faithful can have other meanings too. Dogs are frequently referred to as man's faithful companion. So there are other meanings to faithful.
Okay.
Right. Did you want to tackle these?
Yeah. So this one, the little girl is the little girl is sad. The little girl's doll was lost.
Lost, yes.
And
there's the answer. The little girl whose doll was lost is sad. Yeah.
So can I say the little girl is sad?
Whose doll was lost?
Whose doll was lost?
No. That qualifying, that relative clause needs to come after the little girl.
Okay.
Now, there's two types of these sentences.
But if because whose dog was lost is correct.
Don't use the word because. The little girl whose doll was lost is sad. Okay. So this is the correct version, this typed version.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, like this, that's the boy. Whose doll was lost? Is correct. So, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, that's the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy whose doll was lost. Is correct. Okay. So, like this, this is the boy w That's the boy whose clothes I found.
Yes, correct.
Yes. Whose clothes I found. Is that?
Yep, that's the boy whose coat I found. Yep.
The doctor was over there. Whose husband?
No, not with that one.
The daughter.
Have a look at this. Have a look at the structure here.
Here is the boy. I know the boy's mother.
Oh no, sorry, this one. This one. The little girl is sad. Now, in the correct answer, that sentence got split in two, didn't it? The little girl, whose doll was lost, is sad. So the whose doll was lost went in there, halfway down this sentence, in the middle of this sentence. Okay.
Okay.
So this is another one. The doctor.
The daughter whose husband.
Yeah. Whose husband?
We met.
Is over there.
Is over there.
Yes.
There.
Okay.
Yeah. It's correct.
That's correct. The doctor whose husband we met is over there. Correct. That's the same pattern as here. The little girl whose doll was lost is sad. Righto.
Okay.
Next one.
I saw the teacher. I took the teacher's class last year.
Now this is one where this sentence here does not get split.
Yeah, I saw the teacher whose class
Yes.
I took
Yep. Good.
last year.
Yep. Correct.
Correct.
Whose class I took last year.
Yeah.
So that sentence stays whole. You don't split that sentence. But you didn't split that one. Okay?
Okay. That's the boy whose clothes
Okay.
I saw the teacher whose class I took last year.
Right.
The child started to cry. The child's ice cream melted. The
child
whose ice cream
melted. Started to cry. Put the rest of it on there. Yeah. So whose ice cream melted goes in there, gets inserted in the middle of that sentence. Now, so in this example, that sentence gets split and the phrase goes in the middle. A bit like that one. The little girl whose doll was lost. Now, how do you tell whether you split that first sentence or not? I'll show you. There's a rule. Keep going.
Okay. She saw the student. The student's exams were finished. He saw the students whose exams were finished.
Yep, correct. Well done.
The writer gave a talk. I love the writer's book. The writer whose
books
I loved.
Gave a talk. Correct.
He held the dog. The dog's foot was hot. Whose foot was hot?
Yep.
The children are playing outside. I met the children's father. The children whose father I met
Yeah.
are playing.
Are playing outside.
Are playing outside.
Yep. This is one where you split that first sentence.
The boys live in
The
that
boy lives in that street.
We found the boy's bag. The boys whose bag we found.
We found.
We found
Yep. Lives in that street.
live in that street.
Yep.
He called
She called the lawyer.
lawyer.
Yep.
You know the lawyer's daughter. He called the lawyer whose
Whose daughter.
daughter you know.
Correct. Okay.
Okay.
Now, how do you decide whether you're going to split that first sentence or not? In all of the examples where the first sentence gets split,
the whose follow the noun.
yeah, but the person that the sentence is about is the person who's doing something in that first sentence. See, you look at number 4. This sentence is about the child. Okay?
Yeah.
In the first sentence, the child is the person who's doing something. The child started to cry. So in those examples, here's another one here. It's the boy. Where he actually, that's not a good example. That's an impersonal statement. That's the boy. Here we go. The writer. This is about the writer.
Yeah.
The writer gave a talk. So it's the writer who's doing something in this first sentence. Here, this one is about the children. It's the children who are, and the children are playing outside. Okay, here's another one. This is about the boy, and the boy lives in that street. Whereas the other examples, this one's about the teacher, but I saw the teacher in the first sentence. The teacher's not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm doing the scene. Okay, so that in this one, that's where the whole sentence goes first. I saw the teacher whose class I took last year. Here's another one. This is about the students. The students aren't doing anything in this first sentence.
Yeah.
She is. She's looking at them. She sees them. Okay? The students are not doing anything. They're the object. She saw the students. The dog. This one's about the dog. The dog is not doing anything here. He helped the dog. Yeah. So in the first sentence, where the person that's being talked about is the subject of the verb, that's where you split it into 2. Once again, here's the lawyer. This is about the lawyer, but he's not doing anything in that sentence.
Yeah.
She is telephoning him. That makes sense? Okay, that's roughly how you know which way to go.
I continued a few years back. I reading this article. You correct my pronunciation.
Sure. Okay.
Anzac Day, April 25, is when Australia and New Zealand honor.
New Zealand. Yes.
Honor members of their World.
Yes.
World War I soldiers. ANZAC means Australian and New Zealand Army
New
Corps.
Zealand.
New Zealand Army Corps.
I want to hear the D. New Zealand.
New Zealand
Good.
Army Corps.
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 No, don't pronounce the P.
Corps.
No, core.
Corps.
Leave your mouth open.
Oh,
Core. Core.
Corps.
Correct. Core.
Army Corps.
Yeah. Like an apple core.
Oh, Apple Corps.
Same
Army
word.
Corps.
It's pronounced exactly the same way as in apple core.
Yeah.
Okay?
These brave soldiers fought halfway across the world
Yeah.
in
Just say Turkey.
Turkey.
Yeah. Turkey.
Turkey,
Yeah.
where they landed.
Where
Land.
they.
They.
Yep.
Where
They.
they
Yeah.
landed in Gallipoli
At Gallipoli.
or at Gallipoli
Yep.
on April 25, 1915. 1915.
Yes.
It was the first major.
It was
It was the first
major. Yeah.
major fighting by Australian and New Zealand force during the
Forces.
forces
Yeah. Yeah. It's plural.
forces during the Great War.
The Great War is the nickname for World War One.
World War One.
It is called the Great War.
Oh, yeah. World War One.
Yeah.
Anzac Day.
Anzac Day.
Anzac Day is one of the most important holidays in the two
Countries.
countries.
Yes.
Schools and government
Offices. Yeah.
close
It's plural.
offices,
Singular. Office. Plural. Offices. Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
The day is also
Celebrated.
celebrated
Yes.
in some of the Pacific Islands, including Tonga,
Tonga. Not Tonga. No. Tonga. And
Samoa. Church services are held.
Church services.
Church services.
It's a bit like offices. Services. Yeah.
Are held in almost every town in Australia and New Zealand. There are also Anzac Day parades
Yes.
in state capitals, which are
Televised. Yeah. Put your tongue. Put your teeth. Put your front teeth over your bottom lip.
Televised.
Yeah. And in fact, the further down you can get it, the better. Televised. Yes.
Live.
Yes, that's how you make the V sound. You've got to get your front teeth over the front of your bottom lip.
Which are televised.
Yeah. And then you force air out here and you hum. Vised. You're humming back here. Televised. Yeah. Live. There's another one there. Live. Yes, good.
Live.
Excellent.
Televised. Live.
Good.
April 25,
25. That's another one.
25.
Yeah, IVE.
I.
That's another V.
April 25
Yes.
is perhaps the most
Perhaps. Yes.
perhaps
Yep.
the most important days in the
Day.
day
Yeah.
in the military history.
The military histories.
Military histories
Yeah.
of Australia and New Zealand. Their soldiers found the main part of the plan to
Of up plan
the main part of a plan,
or up plan.
a plan,
Yeah. Main part of a plan.
main part of the a plan,
A plan.
a plan
Yep.
to capture the Gallipoli
Gallipoli. Yeah.
Peninsula.
Peninsula.